But they got the job done, and it shifted.
Good morning all. Wendell Denilton Street Night coming to you live and direct from Green Park with Animal Rebellion, and in a few moments we will be engaging with some interviews, but currently we are watching police officers search the bag of an attendee down here at Green Park, but the event, Animal Rebellion, should be starting around 1 p.m. I'm led to believe, but I'm not going to be here at 1 p.m. At that time, I'm going to be at Parliament for a Julian Assange event where we will see potentially thousands and thousands of people circulating or forming a circle around Parliament in support of Julian Assange, who has been placed on remand in a prison, and he's currently waiting extradition to America for espionage. And those of you who know the story behind Julian Assange, he was the founder of WikiLeaks. And are you gonna? I'm live now. Do you want to ask someone else? 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. Don't be scared. Let me put this microphone on you. You've never been scared before. I'm going to tell your mum you've got scared as you've got older. You didn't used to be scared. Put that in your pocket. So if you hold that for a couple of minutes.
I feel like Nathan might know someone better.
So, I know Nathan, you're perfect. You're perfect. Look at the camera.
Who might want to be interviewed?
Yeah, you.
Who might want to be interviewed?
Yeah, hey,
he
look
knows
at the
me,
camera.
so I have to talk to him. But if you know anyone else that wants to speak...
Hold on. All right, we're live. So, good morning. Can you introduce yourself? What's your name? Don't be scared. You've never been scared before. Look at the camera. What's your name?
Xanthi.
Who?
Xanthi.
So, look in the camera. Look in the camera. So, good morning. We're now in Green Park. Can you tell me what is going on down here at Green Park with Animal Rebellion?
Gathered in the park, eating, having conversations, getting ready to march at some point. Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
So, you're getting ready to march. Why are you getting ready to march? And what are the aims and objectives of the march today?
So, Animal Rebellion are demanding that the government transition to a plant-based food system, and help the farmers do this. And so we're putting pressure on them by doing this march today.
And why is it important for you to be putting pressure on the government to do all those things you've just said?
Because animal agriculture is a massive, one of the leading causes of climate change. So it's destructive, and it's adding to like carbon emissions. So we need to like transition, and that's, you know, that will make the planet better for everyone, and that way we can rewild the land that's currently used to farm, and it's just better for the people and the planet and the animals. So.
And what do you actually have planned for today? Because I believe a number of groups will be meeting at a number of locations. Then eventually, you will all be culminating down at Trafalgar Square. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. So we're meeting here and then marching. I'm not sure where we'll end up.
That sounds like a standard Extinction Rebellion response or Animal Rebellion response.
We usually don't know where we're going until we get there.
So do you have an idea what will be going on today?
Hopefully some vegan chaos. That's what the Facebook event said. So hopefully that will happen.
I can remember when I first met you, would have been about 2-3 years ago with Extinction Rebellion, and I met you and I met your mum, and you was been arrested. And don't be scared. So how's mum?
Was mum not being arrested?
Or was it you as well? No, sorry, I come to get you. Sorry,
it was just my mum. Yeah,
sorry, your mum was being arrested. I apologise for that. How is mum? I haven't seen or heard her.
Good. Yeah. I think she was she was arrested the other day.
Oh, was she?
But now she's probably working at home.
So look at the camera and say hello to mum, a serial rebel like yourself.
Yeah, hello mum. Hopefully you'll see this, maybe.
All right then, thanks a lot, yeah. Don't forget my microphone. See, you're shy today.
Yeah.
By the time I finish with you, at the end of the day, you're not going to be shy no more. But thank you very much, yeah? Yeah, please, yeah. The more, the better. Excuse me, sir. Can I have a chat?
I think someone's just about to...
Yeah. Yeah, let me get what this geezer here is saying, and then I'll come back here.
Hi.
So let's hear what's going on down here at...
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
Hope you're enjoying the sun. Who's enjoying the sun? Joking. Okay, so we're getting going in around 15 minutes. We're going to hear some people talk. Hopefully it won't be too boring. And but first, some enforced socialising. So it'd be great if people could get into groups of like 8 to 10 people in a circle and just answering the question of what's your story and why you're here. Simple enough? And try if you are just like a group of 8 friends, maybe...
so what's now been asked, people are going to start getting into groups, and let's listen
and some people brought food to share, some people actually read the instructions, which is good.
Look around, people have
so please do share some food as well.
Down here as well, so let's listen to
your destiny's in your own hands.
Hope you don't mind me turning the camera on you.
Oh, a bit later maybe.
I assume that was a no. Let's see what others are doing. So it's basically a meet and greet at the moment. So it is going to be a packed day of activities today. I'm due to be live streaming on 3 occasions today. So the first will be here, and eventually I will be ending up at Parliament for 2 o'clock. Sorry, 1 o'clock, where Julian Assange, there will be an event going on there where a human chain link will form around Parliament, and I'll do that for a couple of hours. And then I have a private event which it's a gospel event which I will be live streaming.
Just a reminder for those who missed it, what we're doing now is people sitting down in groups of 8 to 10, answering the question
at 7 p.m.
What's the story and why are you here?
3 events today. Animal Rebellion, where we're at now. Julian Assange, human chain around Parliament at 1 o'clock. So that's in an hour's time, so I'm not going to be here very long. And let me try and interview this well-known singer down here. I'll be able to get some information from him. And Where's the singer gone?
Right, I think the idea is to share our names while we're here.
There he is. Hope you don't mind me filming you, sir.
He's creating, sorry?
Hope you don't mind me filming you.
I don't. Maybe the others do.
So they're just introducing themselves.
Show the camera. See what you want to do over there. Sorry, we crashed your server. Right. Are we ready? Shall we start? Hello, everyone. We could just do names and go here. Anyone wants to start?
I'm supposed to be here tonight. I've got a camera and a video camera.
Good. Are you on the Telegram live chat? Yeah. The media? Who wants to go next? You want to pass it on?
Yeah, I'll pass around that. Charity Greg. I come from Belgium. From Serre Animal. I must be here.
Okay. Thank you. Right. Yeah. My name is Brian. I'm here today because I believe in a better society where human beings, environment, animals, and life in general is protected instead of destroyed. And I believe that we now are a point where just direct action, not just direct action, but direct action is important to bring back the focus of the people on the real important issue. Yeah, and I pass to you.
I'm Sylvana, I'm from Belgium too, from Brussels. We came together.
Welcome.
Thank you. And London is a nice city to live in. And if I came because I need to feel living for something and I want to be part of it.
Very good.
You pass it to someone?
So, I'm Merlin, I'm from Brussels.
Watch out. Welcome.
I'm not really part of Extinction Rebellion, but I wanted to experience. I know the event. I'm glad to be here.
Great.
Yes, hello, my nickname is Juliette. I'm from Extinction Rebellion in Belgium. I'm involved since May 2019, and I'm now here to look at new tactics, direct action tactics, and I'm also part of the Animal.
What's happening now is people are just introducing themselves, who they are, why they're here, etc. So they're just introducing themselves, and this is how Extinction Rebellion or Animal Rebellion, same organisation, this is how they operate. They talk to each other.
Dairy production sites and dairy distribution sites, and some people poured milk in supermarkets and all that. So that was a really great sort of set of actions. Lots of amazing outcomes, I believe. And so, living in London, I obviously had to come to this march. I feel that, like you, nonviolent direct action and civil disobedience is now really necessary. We really got to get as many people as possible involved in that to pressurize the system, as it's so destructive, and we might already have passed 5 tipping points, and it's just fucking terrifying what's going on and what the climate scientists are telling us, and just how destructive the animal agriculture is and what part that plays in the destruction of our only planet, and in addition, of course, all the animal suffering that must be avoided. I mean, how is it that people have not woken up to that yet? Just how badly animals are treated, especially in these mass animal factory farms. Yeah, so I'm here today to do live streaming. I think we're going to split our march into different routes, and I'll be...
It's all going in one now.
We'll see.
Maybe not.
I don't know what's happening, but if there is several, then I'll be in route 2 doing some live streaming. I tend to sing a lot as well in actions and in marches and stuff. I've got my megaphone with me, so I might pull that out at some point and do some singing. And you're all very, very welcome to join in, because the more people that actually sing along, the more powerful it comes across to the outside, and so I think everyone should make an effort to try to sing along if they can pick it up. I mean, obviously some songs are too difficult, but the easy ones, definitely. And it doesn't matter if you think you can't sing. A lot of people are like, oh, you don't want to hear my voice. No, like, we do. We want you to sound like a football crowd, because that's where the power lies. Just hollering, right? Yeah, it's amazing that you all came from Belgium.
Yeah.
When did you come here? Today or?
We arrived this morning.
This morning. Wicked. So cool.
Hello, Marcus. All right.
Hello, Anton.
Singing.
We've just done a go around to say our names and why we're here today. Do you guys want to go next?
Oh, very quickly.
Anton?
All right. I'm Anton. I want to here because I want to see an end to animal agriculture. And that's it.
Fantastic.
I'm Anne-Marie, and I'm here because it said calling all vegans.
Calling all vegans. How have you been?
I'm very good, thanks. I heard that there's now 4% of Britain is vegan, so where are they? That surpasses Roger Hallam's 3.5, isn't it? If we've got all the vegans here.
I think it's rather Erica Chenoweth's 3.5, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, he reported, that's the first time I heard it.
It's good, 4% vegans, eh?
I ask myself that same question every time, NPR, stuff like that.
Where is
everybody? And
Well, it's not 4%
I've got a vision reminder. They're always nice to read out at the beginning of stuff. Is that cool with everyone?
Yeah.
Can I read out a vision reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Let's take a moment.
Ciao, how are you? I'm good. Sorry.
That's okay. That's Gibbon. I'm just doing a vision reminder. Do you want to join in? Oh, it's just like into the circle? Right, so it goes. Let's take a moment, this moment, to consider why we're here. Let's remember our love for this beautiful planet that feeds, nourishes, and sustains us. Let's remember our love for the whole of humanity in all corners of the world. Let's recollect our sincere desire to protect all this for ourselves, for all living beings, and for generations to come. As we act today, may we find the courage to bring a sense of peace, love, and appreciation to everyone we encounter, to every word we speak and sing, and to every action we make. We're here for all of us. And because you've just joined us, we've just gone round to say our name and why we're here. Do you want to go next?
Sure, I'm Melissa and I'm here for the animals.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Lucia. I'm also here for the animals. Yeah, I guess it doesn't need any more than that, really.
Great.
Any other sharings before we break into the march?
We have Rodrigo coming along at some point, but I don't think he's got to the toilet. Do you remember Rodrigo?
Of course. Wonderful. So you gonna have any of his amazing food with him?
He bought some bread and stuff. Yeah,
Does anyone want any food? Any
That
fruit?
sounds good.
I cut them this morning. I left the house early, but they are obviously fresh.
Are they from your garden?
From my mum's garden.
Pass it
Like
around.
it?
Thank you. Lovely.
There's some specific briefing or
I don't know.
you don't know? Okay.
I think if so, then it'll come from the speaker.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
There used to be one in the subway bit, but I don't think there is one.
What, news?
Toilets, yeah.
Yeah, they're just in here.
Oh, there is. Oh, there are still toilets.
I mean, I saw the sign. They might be closed, but I definitely saw the sign in there. So if you go in, obviously outside the barriers, there's toilets written there. You should be able to find it.
Originally from Italy, but yeah, but I'm living. I knew it.
Yeah, your accent.
I knew it.
I knew it. You were Italian.
Much Italian.
Ah, really? I've been living here since 2016.
Have you had enough time?
Perugia,
Yeah.
right in the center.
Can you hear me in the back?
Are you singing today, Inza?
Of course. I'm always singing.
Unfortunately, 12:30 I'm going today.
Short one for you.
Julie Nassan beats you today.
Oh, yeah.
That's at 1 o'clock.
You got to make your priority.
I'm here at least.
Yeah, man.
Cool. So, we could stay here having a picnic all day. Yeah, let's do that. Woo! Well, I guess you're all saying why you were here. I'm Ben, and I'm just one of the many people who've been working hard in AR over the last on the dairy campaign and other things. And here because feel like probably hope can have some impact, but even if not, it's worth trying. So I thought I'd just outline a little bit what happened, celebrate our successes in the dairy campaign a bit, or was it a success? So it was, we were disrupting the dairy industry for a week or two, and we had a demand to support farmers and rewild freed up land, support farmers to get off animal ag. It's a pretty straightforward and common sense answer. And everyone wins, particularly the animals. This was openly organised. We said it from the start. It was amazing that we got away with it. Everyone, including the police, knew. And we learned a huge amount. Some key features was that we did systematic mobilisation. So we weren't just like calling our mates, seeing if they wanted to do it. These were openly organised talks that people came to, trainings and everything else. And it's quite significant doing that because it's when you know how to do it, you can pretty much do anything when it comes to organising people. So we only really got up and running in the last month before the campaign, and we've got a few hundred people taking part. So it's a pretty powerful thing to know how to do. So as part of that mobilisation for the dairy campaign, we had a few hundred people taking part. We did what you'd call mobilisation actions. So disrupting the Jubilee, people might have seen, and that just makes people see it on the news essentially and come and sign up and take part. That's basically what's going on. The Epsom Derby, Harrods Milk Pour, and the Beagles action. I don't know if anyone saw that. And that was has value in of itself, obviously, but it also helped inject quite a lot of energy into AR for us to be able to work together to big shared organised things. So, boasting, but I was one of the people who got it. Anyway, and I think it shows that accountable. So part of the reason we were doing it as well was to showcase accountable non-violent direct action and how it works. So you might have followed when we went in, sort of guilt-free, no masks, fairly polite security, like, excuse me, just doing this. We're just coming in, we're not here for you, don't worry. And then hand ourselves in the morning because we wanted a trial, because obviously you can't get a jury to convict people for saving puppies in 2022. It's no brainer. And they knew too, because they dropped it 2 weeks later, so there you go. So we've also been building a lot of relationships with other groups in the last, big up Dora, has been over the last few months, and like groups like Greenpeace, or PETA, or Viva, or Oatly, that was a weird call. Animal Justice Project, Just Stop Oil, and we're influencing these groups. You would like see, I don't know, yesterday Just Stop Oil were hosting talks on veganism. Don't worry if you don't know what Just Stop Oil are. But anyway, we're influencing other groups and dragging them along, and it really is sometimes quite amazing when you see how fairly leadable a lot of NGOs are. You just do a bit of cool stuff, and they're like, so what should we do? So that's so it's very exciting that we're realizing that you can influence like much larger organizations just by being bold. So and like some of it hasn't yet become obvious, like how we've influenced them, but like we have from like conversations, and with these sorts of campaigns, it's sometimes hard to claim victory, because it's not like a small target where you win, but you're trying to shift the broader culture, which, but anyway. So people sometimes say it's pointless, but it's not. Anyway, so we've also made friends with, and lots of other groups are getting involved. We've had so many people take part in the campaign from more traditional animal rights spaces like AV, Hunt Sabs, and then also people from like more like environmental groups, XR, JSO, and then, well, most importantly of all, had loads of people getting involved who've never done anything before. So that's like, woo! So I hope I'm not boring you. I did say this would be boring. This is boring. Alright, fine. Okay, anyway, so there was also another part of the campaign was dialogue with farmers, which was going and chatting to farmers who, understandably, during the campaign probably felt a bit under attack, but we don't think of them as the villains. And a lot of, well, I didn't actually go on the farmers tour, but it sounded pretty cool. Farmers starting, shaking with rage, and then sort of acceptance and welcomeness, afterwards, and being welcomed in. But some of the people who did that here, maybe if you're interested in that, you should go and talk to them. Anyone who did the farmers tour, can you wave your hand? All right, well, if you are interested in that, go and talk to them. So was the campaign a success? It had hundreds of people taking part on a mobilise for an issue which no one on the planet even bothers trying to mobilise for, because you've got to do like fossil fuels or some mainstream environmental issue, or it's definitely not happening. So in that sense, concept proven. Got thousands of online media mentions. Got trolled by, well, all have got trolled in person by Piers Morgan, and dozens of newspaper articles, interviews, and that sort of thing, and like sky high street cred. But we're a bit unlucky with a new Prime Minister and a dead Queen, but I haven't come here to make excuses. But also, it wasn't a success really in some ways, because we're not going through the motions of trying to create change in AR. We're actually trying to do it, and to do that, you've got to be sustained #1 news story for 2 weeks. Prime Minister's question times, that sort of thing. So yeah, we can pat ourselves on the back, but we got to go again, obviously. So we do something in Animal Rebellion called momentum-driven organising. So it's pretty simple. You organise something, and then the people who took part help organise the next thing. And a key ingredient of that is the people who took part have to have a good time, because they're going to have to want to organise the next thing. So there's a valuable lesson there. And I think everyone did, well, no, obviously not everyone had a good time. That's never going to happen, but no, everyone did have a good time. No, but lots of people said it was the best week of their life, so, you know. But anyway, and Toby had the best week, Toby had the best week. So anyway, so next year, basically, we're going to mobilise 10 times more people, and, well, I'm not supposed to say what we're supposed to be doing, because we haven't fully agreed it, but anyway, there's something in the capital, 10 times more people, don't tell anyone I said that, and linked to that is massively building the regions around the country, partially for their own purposes, so like, you know, as in like the southwest, woo! Wales, the southeast, east of England, Midlands, northwest, northeast, Yorkshire, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Come on. There you go. So that's the basic plan. No dead PM, no dead Queen, no PM, 10 times more people, and 10 times more organisers, or maybe 100, because it might not look like that many people here, but these are the people who are going to organise the next thing. And we just organised this dairy campaign starting with about 6 people, so... So the purpose of today is... What is the purpose of today? Can someone tell me? I'm joking. The purpose of today is to bring the message to the capital and also provide an opportunity for people who took part or wish they did to come together, as building a community is not nice, not just nice, which it is, even I'd say that, but it's actually essential for building the people power to win change, because people stay involved. On top of that, we're going to, well, hopefully get some press, and show people that when you're organised as a group of people, you can get a lot done. You can have a 1 million person march, not make any friends, and, well, you'd probably get some press if you had a 1 million person march. You could have a 10,000 person march and get no press. So this is a slightly different style. This is also a dress rehearsal for next year. So you may, those who diligently study their Extinction Rebellion history, know that doing they went and did large disruption around this time of the year, and then the following year was April 2019, and that was when they disrupted the capital for a couple of weeks. It was a big success for them. But we're not just copying them. Anyway, I'll move on. So Rose is going to talk a little bit after me, thank God. But I just also say a couple of things. Just on the law of we encourage in these environments to take what you call a flat analysis of the law, sort of this is the crime, that's the punishment, like a parking ticket. So if anyone does want to break the law, it doesn't really work like that in protests. The flat analysis of when you've acted in good faith and honesty, and certainly with a large number of people, it just doesn't work like that. Like a parking ticket. So small point. Don't trust this guy. All right, okay. So that's all from me, and I'm going to pass over to Rose.
Hey everyone, as Ben said, my name's Rose. I've been volunteering with Animal Rebellion for the last 2.5 years. I'm just going to talk a little bit about non-violent direct action and also about getting arrested, and then we can start this march, get the party started. So basically it's just a reminder of Animal Rebellion stance on non-violence and peaceful protest. So obviously today is all about using love instead of hate, and building the activity that we did at the beginning is about building community. So encouraging people to communicate with each other and build these connections with each other. So the people that you've just met or may meet along the way, the march today, you could go on to liberate animals together or build a movement together. It's all about this collective power, and we're all powerful, way more powerful together than as individuals. So I hope that people use today to inspire each other and go on and do more, because marches aren't going to change the world. But I feel like today's going to be a lot of fun. and we're going to be marching. Yeah, I can't say where. It's a surprise, I forgot. But yeah, I can't say where. But yeah, if you follow the flags today, and basically we're trying to embody non-violence by basically showing the public love. We're not here to be shouting abuse at anyone. We're here to show how positive our movement is, and about how we've got the solution. One of the key solutions, or the key solution, we believe, to the climate crisis is a plant-based food system. And we want to, exactly, it's really, really obvious to us, but still a lot of people don't realise that we've got the key solution, and we want to put that across to the public, to the government today in a really, really positive way. So we're going to encourage everyone. We've got like music, we're going to have positive music along the way. There are going to be fun activities throughout the day as well that we encourage everyone to get involved in. It's up to you. Obviously, everyone's an individual. Do whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, do as much as you can. Maybe push yourself a little bit further than you have done in the past. Just get involved with what's happening along the way. Basically on non-violence, we use non-violence because we know that it works as well. We've seen there are plenty of studies showing that a non-violent my mic on? Okay, I turned it off. Non-violent movements are way more successful compared to violent movements, and that includes in countries where there are heavy conflicts, and we're just talking about asking the government to change. So surely using non-violence is also the right thing to do as well, morally. I think we can all agree. We're trying to create the world that we want to see and we want to live in. Please today show like love and positivity, and try not to show any hate, and no blaming and shaming anyone. We're all in this together, and please support each other. We're all here for each other as well. If you see other people getting stopped by police or getting arrested or anything like that, then try and show them love and support however you can. Also on getting arrested, I was just going to say a few things, because even if many people might be here today not planning on getting arrested, and that's absolutely fine. People might be on the fence. There might just be scenarios where people get arrested today. And as you've seen, there are a lot of police around. If they do come up and talk to you, it's up to you if you want to engage. I find it easier to just not respond, or say I don't know, or I'd prefer not to speak to you. Just be polite and respectful to everyone. Up to you. But I'd recommend just not saying anything. And we do have bus cards. We've actually, the person that had all the bus cards we've lost, but someone's making some now. And basically, if that person is here, can you come to the front after this? Basically, I'd recommend everyone take a bus card just in case, even if you're not planning on getting arrested, it's best to take one just in case anything happens. Basically, on the bus card, it has a couple of key phone numbers. So one of them is a back office number, and that goes directly to someone, basically volunteers from Animal Rebellion. So if you end up at a police station, they'll offer you a phone call. Use that phone call to call our back office, and that means that we can provide police station support for you when you get released. So that means someone will come and meet you when you get released and make sure you can get home safely. The other number on there is the solicitor number. We're using HJA. So if anything, if you lose that bus
10 minutes I'm going down there.
You can say when you get to the police
I'm going Parliament in 10 minutes, man.
From HJA. Just remember that, and they will have the phone number for that solicitor, even if you don't have the phone number.
Who's that?
And we can normally contact HJA to find out where you are as well.
But 10 minutes.
I think that's most of it. For bus cards, Cool. Okay, great. We've got paper as well. Cool. So if you don't already have a bus card with those numbers on it, we've also got pens. I'd recommend writing it on your arm as well, just in case you lose a bus card over blue stuff. So you can come see Laura, Claudia, who've got pens.
There were some bus cards that were given out.
So while they're talking about bus cards, that's just information for people who may get arrested. But in a moment, I'm locking down this live stream and we're going to Parliament where Julian Assange protest is taking place. So I'm going to Parliament in a few minutes, so when I lock down, we should be back within half an hour or so if things connect. But my name is Wendell Daniel from Street Mike, and for those of you watching, I am not at Speaker's Corner tomorrow. I have private paid events to do tomorrow, same as later on this evening. So let me say hello to a couple of people in the chat, starting from Paige Famlad, Canny, N, Joy in Tube 1, Phil, Fox, Johnny Boy, 1, Canny, Beats Kratz, Minnie, Tony Garrett. She really doesn't believe her own BS. Them are the giveaway. Watch Margaret Thatcher speaking so different. Mo C. God said only eat meat that had been killed in my name and with my permission. 1. Why are you going to Parliament? The reason, Julian Assange, that is why. There's a big event and there's hundreds of police. Phil U. Canny. Correct, not Pidical. Have they said where they are marching to yet? They do not give information on where they're going. It's coordinated from a central location. All they know is that they're marching, and they find out whilst en route. So correct, not political. Just getting to Westminster. I'm going, so they're going to be starting their march. I believe they're going in the direction of Trafalgar Square, but those of you who know what goes on in London, there's a big event tomorrow in Trafalgar Square, so there could be a conflict, but all I can say is thank you for watching Street Mike live stream here at the start of the Animal Rebellion, and I'm now locking down. See you in half an hour at Parliament for the Julian Assange